Hey everyone, it's Miss Tiffany. So we just got done reading Apple Farmer Annie. And I don't know if you realized while reading the book with me, but look at how many different color apples there are. I've just got a couple different varieties right here with me. This one's a little more yellow. This one's more of a red, not a true red, but it's more red. And then this one here is green. Different apples are going to have different colors and different apples are going to taste differently. And that's kind of the project we're going to be doing today, is how different apples have different colors and stuff. We are going to be doing a tie-dye apple, if you will. This is an example that I did, and that's what we're going to be working on today. So what you need for this project today is the supplies that I gave you guys, which is a coffee filter, and then a frame for your apple frame. So those should be in the baggie with you guys. And then you're also going to need some markers, just some, regular Crayola markers, whatever brand you happen to have. So you're going to need these. I'm using the apple color, so I'm using red, yellow, and green. If you want to do something different, like my daughter did one, and she did hers in rainbow colors. Totally fine. It looks pretty cool. So any colors you want to, but I am going to be using these 3 colors today, but you guys can use whatever you guys want. So we're going to need these. A little later, we're going to need a glue stick and scissors. But for right now, and we need a squirt bottle, a water bottle, because we are going to get our coffee filter wet. So we are going to need a water bottle. So let's go ahead and get started. It's super simple, super fun. I gave you guys a couple different coffee filters because when I started doing it, I would do one and then I would want to do another one and do another one. It's just fun. So all we're going to do really is just color on our coffee filter. And depending on how you want it to look depends on how much color you want. So if you just want a little bit of color, and if you only want to use one color, you totally can. If red apples are your favorite and you just want to color this whole thing red, go for it. If you want to use all colors, go for that too. What's going to happen with this project is once we get all this color on our coffee filters and we get it wet, those colors are going to what's called bleed into one another, kind of like tie-dye. So once you get your colors on here and we squirt it with the water, those colors are all going to mingle and just kind of blend in with one another. So this is what I'm doing for mine. I'm doing a lot of red and yellow, and I'm just putting in a little bit of the green. Okay. So once we have that done, what we're going to do, and you get it how you like it. Now, I just did lines, really, for the most part. If you wanted to, you could do blocks of color. Like I did this one here earlier, and see how different it is. I did a block of color, and I just kept alternating. And then when I got it wet, all the colors kind of blended together with one another. So once you get the coffee filter colored how you like it, get your squirt bottle. You're going to want to make sure, this is for the grown-ups out there, make sure that you have this on a protected surface, because it is, if you see this, it's going to go through because coffee filters are so thin. So once I squirt this, some of the ink is going to go through. So you want to make sure you've got newspaper or something else to protect your tabletop, because I don't want anything to happen to your tabletop. So we got our squirt bottle, and I use maybe 6 squirts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you can kind of see, I'm not sure if the camera's really picking up on this, but you can kind of see where the red is starting to, maybe I need a little bit more. The red is starting to bleed through and go to the different spots. And it's going to take a little while for this to dry. So once you get it wet like this, you are going to want to set it aside to let it dry. And you can see, once I pick it up, how everything is just kind of going in with it. I probably did squirt it a little too much. But you can see how the colors are all starting to meld together. They're starting to drip into one another. And that's kind of the look that we're going for. So here's some examples that I did earlier. Like I said, once you get started, you're not going to want to stop. I think it's super fun. So I'm going to put this aside real quick. And I did this one earlier. And these are all dry. They take maybe, once you get it off the wet surface, it should be dry in about 10 minutes. Not long at all. This is the one my daughter did, and she did rainbow. This one has a lot of green in it. This one I striped, and it's got a lot of green in it. And then my son did this one. He didn't want to just stick to regular colors either, so he did all the colors, well, a lot of the colors, and got this kind of cool tie-dye look. And then this is the one I actually put in my frame. And then I've got another one I'm going to do right now. So once it dries, and it will take a little while for it to dry, all you need to do is glue it onto the frame of your apple. So you just, where's my glue stick here? Just need to put it all around the outside of the apple. You don't need to put it on the stem or on the leaf of the apple, but you just go around with your glue stick, and then you just put that right on top. And these coffee filters don't fit perfectly, so if you need a grown-up's help to cut around the sides, you can see how it goes out a little too far. Ask a grown-up for help, or if you want to tackle this and try it yourself, you can. But you just see how it's just a little bit too much. So just go in with some scissors, carefully cut off that little bit. And then if you notice on this other side over here, I have some, and you can just fold it back. That's an option too. If you don't want to cut it, just fold it back and no one's going to see it from the back side. Same with this little top part up here. Just fold it back. And now you have a kind of tie-dye looking apple and you're set. So that's the end of the project. This one was a super easy one, super fun. Mine, obviously, we just did this a couple minutes ago. That's how it's looking right now. It's fun. I love it. I hope you guys love it. And like I said, remember, this is the reason you want to make sure you put something underneath it so that you don't hurt any of your furniture, because I would hate for that to happen. But this is our little apple project. I hope you like the book. I hope you like the project. I can't wait to see them. And you guys have a great day. See you soon, guys. Bye.